For this circuit I need to find the current I1 and the voltage V. These two are unknowns here. Now we can see that there is a current dependent current source. This one, the value is 30 I1 and I1 is this current, and there are several voltage sources, independent ones, and two resistances. So what I will do, I will first write KVL for the outer loop. So basically for this loop I will write KVL. So I will start from here, and I will go in the counterclockwise, in the clockwise direction. So I will write the rises as maybe positive and drops as negative, or whatever. I will just do rises as positive and drops as negative. So I can see I am assuming this, it's given actually this current is this in this direction, so the drop will be here in this direction, and this current I30 I1 is in this direction, so this drop will be here. So now I will start going in this direction. So 5 volt is a rise, minus to plus, so that's a plus. Then 54 times I1 will be, so this is in kilo ohms, so I will just write 54 I1 now. So I will assume that the current I will get will be in microamps, in milliamps, sorry. So 50 kilo times milli will be just the volt. So basically 54, that's a drop, so negative 54 I1. And then I have this 1 volt as rise because I am going from minus to plus, so plus 1. Then I have this drop V, which is a drop because it's plus to minus, so I will write as negative V. Then I have the 1.8 kilo ohms, and the current through it is 30 I1, and since the drop is in this direction, it will be actually a rise because I am going from minus to plus. So it will be a rise and it will be a plus now, and 1.8 times 30 is 54 I1. And then finally I have 8 volt, that is also a drop, so that will be negative as well, and is equal to 0. So rises as positive, drops as negative. That's how I have written. Now these two are getting cancelled. There are two I1s, minus 54 I1 plus 54 I1 getting cancelled. So I have just minus V here. So I will take this minus V on the other side, and this will be minus 8 plus 5 plus 1, which is minus 2. So that is the value of V, minus 2 volts. That's the value of V. Now we have that. Now we need to find what is I1. So in order to do that, now I will write the KVL for this loop. I will do this one. So what I don't know the current through here, through this resistance, which is the value is I have not put the value. That's value is 6 kilo ohms. I missed that. 6 kilo ohms is the value of this resistance. This is given, of course. So now I can write KVL. So the current here in this direction will be, of course, I have I1. If I write KCL at this node, I can see I1 is entering and 30 I1 is entering in this direction. So the current in this direction will be 31 I1, of course. So that will be the current downwards, and the voltage drop will be in this direction. So I need to assign the voltage drop signs, because when I am writing KVL I have to go according to rises and drops. The sign will be according to that. So now I am writing KVL for this loop as I mentioned earlier. So I am erasing that part. So starting from here I will go in the clockwise direction. That's a rise, so I will write a positive 5 volt rise. Then I have a 54 I1, that's a drop. So minus 54 I1, that will be a drop. Then I will have a 1 volt rise and 1 volt rise. So that's 1, that will be plus again. This is a rise because I'm going in this direction. Now I will finally have, I have this drop. this will be 31 times 6, and that's a drop, so this will be negative as well. So minus, so that's minus 186 I1. The resistance is 6 kilo ohms and the current is 31. So when I 31 I1, so 31 times 6 is 186 and I1, and the current I will get is in milliamps because I'm using the resistances as kiloamps, so that's fine as long as I remember that the resistance value is actually kiloamps. So that will be equals to 0. So now I have this thing 186 minus 54, so that's minus 240 I1 plus 6 is equal to 0, or I1 is equal to 6 over 240. So that one is 0.025 milliamps, or I can multiply by 1000 to get it in microamps. So if I do that, 0.025 times 10 to the power 3, and that will give me 24.5 microamps. So that is the value of I1.